Alright, in this video I'm going to be showing you my Hammerhead Corvette inspired Starship mock. So, obviously this is inspired by the Hammerhead Corvette from Star Wars. It's very similar, but it's also very different in many ways. So the biggest similarity, as you can see, is obviously the hammerhead shape of the front of the ship with the side turbo lasers. Also the color scheme, which is based off the light maker from Rogue One, and the way the engines are arranged. But other than that, it's not very similar to a Hammerhead Corvette. So I'll start at the head. Here you can see it's got some basic detailing along the front, and there's just a transparent blue viewport. The way this is connected is with those normal hinge pieces, and they're strong enough to hold it up. On the side there's some parts that are just connected with some Technic pieces, and then here is the turbo laser on the side. It's got the main laser and then a smaller one on top. I like to incorporate play features into a lot of the things I build. It's just something about the style of building I have. So these are just some spring-loaded missiles on the side. Some more side paneling. The bottom's mainly brick-built, but a lot of the side uses snot techniques. But there are some brick-built parts, especially at the back here is mostly brick-built. Also down here you can see it's landing gear that is just folded up. Also this is landing gear in the middle, but I have a stand for it so I don't need to use the landing gear. And there's some just detailing. Here's the engines. I didn't have enough of those round bricks, so they're kind of blocky and then skinny and short. I think they look alright. Here's what it looks like from the back. It kind of widens out. I think it's got some good shaping to it, though. What I try to do is, when you build a thing, you have to try to find the balance between detail and simplicity. If something is over-detailed, it's not going to look very good. But if something's not detailed enough, once again, it's not going to look great. Here you see I've just got a little stud shooter up top. The ship does have an interior. Most of it's interior. So the first part here is, if you remove that, there's the small little interior on the inside. There's some printed panels and a seat and some transparent blue bricks to kind of represent what the viewport is like. This is obviously not minifigure scale. It's a lot smaller than it should be. This next part pops off pretty easily. That's probably the hardest part to get off. And in there's a weapons rack, a hologram projector, and there's this little container which has some transparent red studs in it for the stud shooter. And that just sits on a dark gray 2x2 jumper plate. Then there's this piece which is kind of hard to grab, but if you pull it from the back, it pops right off. It's also got these folded plates that just have a little bit of angle to them. I just knocked an engine off. Yeah, these are kind of loose. Inside there's just kind of like a meeting room with a table and then a droid repair bay. This part here does not have an interior, but it is pretty nicely detailed. I like to add a lot of detail to certain areas. You can see more of that dark orange. Dark orange and red are dark red are the main colors, along with gray. If I can get the engine back on. With the engine back on, you can see just a little bit left of detailing. This detailed bit is supposed to be like that. And some grate pieces. There's a lot of those grate pieces all over the ship, bent pieces. I also like to integrate light gray, dark gray. I like to mix the color, so one part that's on one side is light gray is going to be maybe dark gray on the other side, you'll notice, and it kind of makes these ships look more like used and worn out, because they're rebel ships, so they would obviously be, dirty and not in peak shape. It's pretty simple to put all this stuff back on. Also, you'll notice stuff falls a lot, including this. So it's pretty easy to put the stuff back on. Sometimes the hinges kind of fall a little bit, but they normally can can rest in place. Also, this just seems to not want to sit up straight. It just kind of likes to fall. The other side doesn't have that problem though. Just some other basic detailing. But yeah, that's my Hammerhead Corvette inspired spaceship mock. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to. Like the video if you liked it. I'll talk to you in the next video.